inspiration. We were talking about positivity in the last episode, like positivity, and just like motivation, like staying inspired, staying motivated is what keeps me positive. Like, what I've been noticing is like getting these videos out. Like once I finally finish them and get them up, and I look back and I'm like, damn, I spent my whole week working on this shit. It's like this satisfactory,
it's know what I mean? You're not going to regret.
It's the feeling of satisfactory that it's like, man, I actually got this done. Like I completed something and now it's up, and I've been killing it for the last month or whatever. So it's just, that keeps me positive and you know what I mean?
I think a lot of people, like, they get more joy just staying productive, because unless like it's a tragedy in your life, or unless like maybe you get fired from a job or something really unexpected, like the less you work, the more time you kind of nitpick and think about shit to be pissed off about, or the more stuff that if you were busy it wouldn't even really cross your mind. You're just like, man, what the hell is going on? Or you just get more upset about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that's the way it happens. So if you stay busy and you're more focused on what you're trying to do, you're not really worried about the next man, and it kind of keeps you like in a more positive movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think like naturally, just because we're men, like, we can't give birth, we can't kind of nurture kids, so we want to be creators. You know what I'm saying? We want to kind of make our own metaphorical kid in a product, or in artwork, or in something, being creative or productive.
Straight up, man. Productivity is just like what's really been keeping me going.
Because you've been doing like 5 videos a week for like the last 3 weeks or something,
4.
Right?
Well, I did 5.
4 to 5.
I did
for like
4 or 5. I've only been doing 4 this last couple weeks, just because I've been like working on editing the life of me from when I did the show a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying to like make that one like a little bit extra,
a little special.
Yeah, I've been doing some extra stuff.
There's a lot of footage in that thing too.
Yeah, right. So that one's a little bit harder to edit. So I've been working on that one, like simultaneously getting like the podcast clips edited and like the other vlogs I've been doing. So that's the only reason I've done 4 and not 5. But the plan is right now to do a weekly vlog every single week. Obviously that's the weekly, but so I want to do a vlog every week on top of the 3 podcast clips that we put out, and then like still do a sample challenge, or still do a rap
still keep
video,
it moving,
do. But the plan is 5 videos a week. We'll get there.
I remember like that was something, I forget
Shouts
who
to
it
you
was.
If you're watching, shouts to the people that have been subscribing. The subscribers have been going up since we've been started to push the consistency and just content, man.
I forget who it was. It might have been like Kanye in an interview where he's like talking about some line he's spitting, like, you can't tell me nothing, where it was like, so if the devil wears Prada and God wears this, and Adam and Eve wear nada, then I'm like that with way less effort but way more fresher. He's like, I had that line for like a month and then used it. He's like, damn. I don't know how Wayne comes up with shit like whatever he thought were dope punchlines on such a consistent basis. But it's like the more you work, sometimes the easier it is, because those wheels are already in motion. You're not like trying to get warmed up. It's already something natural. And like sometimes you could make a whole song with like the leftovers from 4 songs, or just like you kind of have like the first 4 to 5 bars already to go into it, when you're in that zone, as opposed to like
once you already have the template, a little bit of like, okay,
you're
I'm
just filling in the colors.
How to do this,
You're just adding A to B to C, and if you already have A and C, you just got to put B in. Like a lot of stuff just falls into place. Like honestly, like if you guys have an idea, if you have something you want to do, if you have something you want to accomplish, just go for that shit.
Straight up.
You're gonna be 70 or 80, and there's a lot of stuff you're not gonna be able to do anymore.
Right.
A lot of stuff that just you won't be around people to give you that energy. Like you can't be like 70 or 80, maybe you can, hanging around with like a 21, 23-year-old kid that's going to give you that inspiration to like push you forward,
right.
So it's like everything you do, just look at it that like when you're 70 and 80, you're going to be proud of the shit you accomplished, and proud of the stuff that
straight up
you gave everything you could to it.
Like I was just talking about Gary Vee, and he's like, there's something that he said where he's like, oh, I used to and I don't like just like rehashing what he says, but anyway, he's like, I spent a lot of my, younger years, because he's like, oh, I'm maybe just an old soul or whatever. And he's like, I spent a lot of my younger years talking to old people, like 70-year-old people, like, and he said every single one of them, the most thing that they would like, the thing that they would say the most was, I wish I. You know what I mean? I wish I would have done this. I wish I wouldn't have, you know, so it's all just like, you don't want to get to 80 years old or whatever and think like, damn, like I wish I would have, what would have happened if I would have tried this? Like,
exactly.
You know what I mean? If I wish I like, just don't, man, just, if you have an instinct, just go for it.
Just go for it. Because that's what you're meant to do.
Yeah,
you know, like,
straight up.
And if you're not meant to do that, what you're meant to do is going to find you along that journey. You know, like you're going to find, maybe if you're meant to be a manager, maybe you're meant to be a video director, maybe you're meant to be a fashion designer, maybe you're not meant to be a rapper, which most people have that aspiration to do. You know, but if you keep your mind open and just stay open for criticism or critiques or opinions, and you'll find what you're supposed to do. Maybe you want to be a rapper, and being a rapper's harder for you than being a fashion designer, and you just didn't think about that.
But
you know?
You could still be a fashion designer in the hip hop industry. You know, to where it's like,
and because you know, a lot of rappers
doing something in that lane still. Of
definitely.
Like, yeah, I think there's...
And if you know a lot of rappers from wanting to be a rapper, you might have people that want to help you and wear your shit, you know what I'm saying, for free. So it's like, I don't know, just keep an open mind and realize sometimes like blessings and gifts, like they don't always come wrapped in a box with a bow. You know, sometimes like you got to kind of sift through it and find where it's at or where it's supposed to be. You know, it's not going to be as upfront to you, you know, so I don't know, like the main thing, it's like,